First things first, on top of the list. Apparently, according to transfer rumors today, and yesterday as well, Arsenal want to sell Polish defender Jakub Kiwior in January. This all firstly came out from Tutto Mercato in Italy, but at the moment it's kind of picking up the pace and it's not just there. So in this instance, it's actually some good news because I generally don't believe that he is good enough. He shouldn't even be signed in the first place. 8 million for him for what? Genuinely. For what? Why did we even sign him? We signed him in the January transfer window when we were 8 points clear on the table. And ultimately, we didn't even play him in the key moments. We played Rob Holding and we all saw how that went. And when we played him against Sporting when Saliba got injured and everything, and in other games, he was tying shoelaces in our goalkeeper's 6-yard box while the opposing team was scoring. We got sold PR dreams that he has broken Theo Walcott's sprint records, yet on the pitch he looks slower than Per Mertesacker used to. I don't know what Arsenal were even doing signing him, what they were thinking. It's one of those signings, 30 million out of those nearly 200 million we have spent on defense, that we have wasted. Because I did the math the other day. Arsenal have spent nearly 700 million, properly, net, gross. No, net. And about 320 to 340 million of those, was complete waste. Signing Fabio Vieira, signing Pablo Mari, signing Runnerson, Ryan, signing Kiwior, and players like that, Marquinhos. It's just embarrassing. And just imagine if we actually had invested that money properly, what team we could have right now. If we actually signed the proper players, proper backups for certain positions. We could have won the title 2 years in a row. Genuinely, we could have done it 2 years ago, we could have done it last year. If we actually did things properly. But the thing is with Arsenal, if it makes sense, they won't do it. Let's be real. That's the way I see it. And it's been like that for years now. And that is as annoying as it is. And on top of that, the news started to come out about Victor Gyökeres of Sporting Lisbon, who by the way beat Man City. Destroyed Man City. And we have to go there after international break. Remember last time we faced Lisbon Sporting away, how that went? We barely got a draw, a very lucky draw. Remember when we went away to Porto? That went well. And the way they are playing at the moment, Sporting Lisbon, even though Amorim at the time will be at the United, is the same team. It will be very similar tactics, if not the same. I have no belief that we're going to win that game. Yet at the same time, as an Arsenal fan, I should be looking at this game and saying, cool, we should be getting 3 points there. We have games left against Sporting Lisbon away, Monaco, Dinamo Zagreb, and Girona. Dinamo Zagreb and Girona should be wins. The rest of those 2 games, I have no belief that we're gonna win. Monaco haven't lost a game yet in Champions League. Sporting Lisbon, legitimately, it feels like they never lose. Gyökeres scores 1, 2, 3 goals every single bloody game. It's basically meant to be that we are doomed, because in Champions League at the moment as well, we are 12th if I'm not mistaken. We are basically in the extra elimination round. And if you look at the table at the moment, midway through Champions League, right? In that elimination round, there's Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid as well. There are massive teams in there, and those are teams you genuinely don't want to face in those rounds. So if we keep this up, we might as well stay there. And we might actually get one of the biggest teams in the world to play against us, and there is no chance we are getting past them. Let's be real. And Victor Gyökeres has 100 million release clause in his contract. We know that. 85 million pounds. But it's understood that he has a gentleman's agreement with Sporting to allow the player to leave for a lower fee next summer. Sporting could accept a bid between 75 to 85 million euros, which is about 63 to 70 million pounds. That is the price they could accept next summer, which at the moment puts almost every single big team in the conversation. Because while it was like 85 million, you could argue there are maybe a few teams who will pay that because they need him. Now, many teams can be instantly looking to upgrade without shadow of a doubt, looking at their best striker thinking, maybe he's not good enough, we might sell him and get Gyökeres. And this release, obviously, this agreement allegedly kicks in summer only, which means in January, he still has those 85 million pound release clauses. So if Arsenal have any ambition, any hope that we can do anything still this year, and Arteta is willing to stop being so generally stubborn, and actually change the tactics so we can play some more free-flowing attack, we will get him. Let's be real. But knowing Arsenal, the hope is Gyökeres, the reality most likely will be Šeško or someone else. We all know that. We all know how Arsenal operate the transfer window. So, do I have any trust we can get this deal done? Sadly, I don't. Let's be real. Now, and this is the biggest issue with Arsenal. Arsenal in away matches in the Champions League in 2024. We didn't score against Porto, we lost 1-0. We didn't even look like scoring, we didn't even have a shot on target. We lost 1-0 to Bayern Munich. We drew against Atalanta, which was another pathetic game we played. We didn't do anything pretty much. And we just lost to Inter Milan. So we haven't scored against big teams in Europe whatsoever. Yes, we have scored some away goals against we scored against what's its face, Sevilla, PSV, teams like that. But as soon as some teams with Champions League heritage and experience, with proper managers and tactics come against us, we're useless. Let's be real, and we still need to play Sporting away. Only away game at the moment where I can see us scoring away goal is on January 28th, if I'm not mistaken, and that is against Girona. But then again, we don't know what's gonna happen by then. Generally, it's 2.5 months away. We don't know what's gonna happen by then. We might have injuries, they might have injuries, they might sign someone, we might sign someone. Arteta might still be here, Arteta might not. We don't know. We genuinely don't know what's gonna be happening by then. Yet at the same time, looking at our away form, especially against teams that have heritage in Champions League and experience there, it's looking hell embarrassing, isn't it? For a team that fans overhype like crazy. The PR is nuts for Arsenal, and the fans are daring to say that Arsenal are scary, scintillating and dangerous. We barely can yield 2-3 shots on target away, and we cannot even score. Like, this is next level of embarrassing, let's be real. Next level of embarrassing. We need a striker. We need a backup for Saka. We need a proper left winger as well, let's be real at the moment. Yet Arteta doesn't feel that way. He's probably gonna sign another goddamn left back in January, let's be real. Another defender, most likely. That's how embarrassing and that's how much I believe in Arsenal.